Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're going to be looking at the Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods Harley Quinn action figure. Now, this is not the first time that Mezco has made a Harley Quinn in their 1/12 collection. They made one from the movie Suicide Squad, and I'm okay with that look, but this is going to be the classic comic and cartoon style Harley Quinn, and that appeals to me greatly. So let's go and check out the packaging here. As you can see, it says Harley Quinn Deluxe Edition. It's wrapped in plastic. We've got the Harley Quinn Diamond red and black logo on the front. 1/12 collection. On the side, so it says Harley Quinn, done in the style of her comic logo. Other side, same thing. At the bottom, it's blank. At the top, it says 1/12. On the back, you can see Harley Quinn, all of her various accessories, all of her interchangeable parts. And here she is in several different poses. So with no further ado, let's open her up. And I did end up getting two of these figures, one of which to open and enjoy, and one to keep unopened in my complete 6 and 7 inch unopened Batman action figure collection. And here she is, taking her rightful place with all my other unopened Batman related action figures in front of my Batman comics. So you can see, got a whole bunch of unopened Mezco going on, and a bunch of other stuff as well. Now I'd like to show you guys how elaborate Mezco's packaging is in their 1/12 collection. Here's how the box came in, wrapped in plastic. Then, here it is out of the plastic. And here it is with the outer sleeve removed. You can now see the figure through the package. And here's the inner clamshell taken out of the window box package. And here's the first layer of the clamshell removed, finally exposing the figure and her accessories. And here's the next layer removed, showing you the stand and the baggie. And then here's the final layer removed, allowing you to get to everything. My whole point of that was to show you just how elaborate Mezco's packaging is for these figures. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here she is with all of her accessories laid out, and she comes with a bunch of stuff. I can see a little baggie to store all your extra accessories, the collector stand. She's got 6 alternate hands, totaling 8 interchangeable hands, 2 additional heads, totaling 3 heads. She's got her mallet, a bomb with some red lips on it, a grenade, a pistol, sort of Joker style. She's got a torn up doll of the Joker. Then she's got a quad rocket launcher and a rocket with a smoke effect coming out, looking fantastic. But before we look at those accessories, let's check out the actual figure. Like I said before, classic Harley Quinn look. I'm very happy to see this. The head looks great. The head is made out of plastic, not cloth, which is kind of interesting. It almost looks cloth at first glance. These little balls here, they're all movable. Got mine a little wrinkled on the back, gonna have to work on adjusting that. The suit looks great. I tested all her joints, no problem. Got the little diamonds on her elbows, different colors on different sides. Even this little ruffle thing is cloth here. Just the detail is great. Liking it so far quite a bit. And then here's the figure broken down as far as she can go, with all of her removable parts detached. And just looking at her body here with no head or hands, you could almost have that in the background of your Harley Quinn base as her outfit on display, like she took it off recently. Kind of cool effect there. Now let's check out her accessories, and let's start off with the boring stuff. So each Mezco figure comes with a little Ziploc baggie, 1/12. It can hold all your loose accessories, and that's actually handy because they do give you quite a bit of small stuff. Now let's look at her display stand. The base here has the Harley Quinn logo, the red and black diamonds. I'm probably going to take that and hang it up in my Harley Quinn base. Then it's got this transparent sort of flight stand. At the bottom, it has articulation. It can also rotate around. Has another point of articulation here, another point up here. Then has this clamp here that can hold your figure. Now let's check out her hands. And I will forewarn you, be careful when switching out her hands. The peg on her wrist is very small, and I've read a couple different reports of people breaking them. I haven't had any issues myself, but I've been really, really gentle. Here she is with her first pair of hands. These are her fists. Here she is with her second pair of hands. Her right hand is a gripping hand with a trigger finger, probably used for the pistol. And her left hand here, sort of open, relaxed, a little bit curled. It could probably be used to choke somebody, maybe grab something, or pick up something a little bit larger. And here she is with her third pair of hands. Her right hand is a gripping hand with a wider grip to hold a larger item. And her left hand is pretty much completely open and relaxed. And here's her final pair of hands. These are both gripping hands with a smaller grip. Now let's check out her heads. She's got 3 of them. The first one, she's got a little grin on her. It's the most standard looking head. The second one, she's got her mouth wide open, like she's really enjoying attacking somebody. And the last one, she doesn't have her jester hat on. Got a pale white face, dark makeup, and her hair in pigtails. All 3 look great. Here she is wearing her first head. And here's her second head. And then with her third head, this head has her hat and mask off, but still has her wearing some white makeup. She also comes with a grenade. Pretty basic, regular looking. The detail and sculpt is pretty nice though. Here she is holding and getting ready to throw the grenade. Now let's check out her bomb. This thing does not sit on the ground very well, as it's got a perfect circle for a base. Got some red lips on it. It's got a little wick at the top. Overall, just a bomb. Here she is holding her bomb. And some days, you just can't get rid of a bomb. Now let's look at her pistol. It's sort of like a revolver or a pop gun. You can see it's got red on the handle. It's got that almost barbershop red stripes down the middle there. It's got a cork at the front with a bat symbol in it, and it's attached by string, so you're not going to lose it. And on the back, it says "For Batman." Pretty cool detail there. Here she is holding her pop gun. Her trigger finger even fits into the trigger slot just fine. Now let's take a look at her mallet. See the handle here, it's got some red and black tape across it. It's made of wood, the whole thing. Nice texture at the top, some black stripes. Here's this Harley Quinn mallet in the center, next to all the other Harley Quinn mounts I've accumulated over the years. Here she is holding her mallet. She can hold it with either one hand or with 2. Here's one of her coolest accessories. This is a quad rocket launcher, and it comes with a rocket accessory with a long, smoky blast effect. So as you can see, it's got 4 different places you could attach the rocket. It's got a handle here with a trigger. It's got some tally marks, presumably of how many people she's killed with it. This area here, another thing to support the gun, is hinged, can move. Moving on to the back, we've got a little scope here. The back part here, you can actually pull it out. Pretty cool features. Here's her quad rocket launcher, next to a couple of other quad rocket launchers I have in my action figure collection. On the left, we've got the Mezco Harley Quinn. In the center, McFarlane Fortnite. And on the right, NECA Commando. Here she is, getting ready to shoot this rocket launcher. She's holding the trigger with her trigger finger, and then she's got her other hand supporting it with the handle there. Here she is firing a rocket. You can see she's just enjoying the hell out of using this thing. Her final accessory, I'm not sure if this one's my favorite or the rocket launcher. They're both fantastic accessories. There's a little stuffed animal, stitched up Joker. You can see he's got X's on the eyes. She's carrying him for the hand. He's got some stitching coming out a couple sides. This is a little pudding that Harley Quinn can take around with her. Here she is, holding the stuffed animal and laughing maniacally. Here's Harley Quinn demanding that the store clerk at Build-A-Bear Workshop make her a Joker bear. And the clerk simply says, "We don't make bears like that." But as always, Harley Quinn gets what she wants, dead store clerk or not. And Harley Quinn isn't the only Gotham rogue that likes her stuffed animals. Here's Bane holding his teddy bear, Osito. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at both the figure and her accessories, now let's check out her height. From bottom to top, she's sitting at about 6.2 inches, which is going to translate to a hair under 16 centimeters. Now let's check out her articulation, and I believe this Harley Quinn to be on the same body they used for the Catwoman figure. So starting off with her head here, it can rotate from side to side, can look up and down a lot, can tilt from side to side, very large range of motion in her head here. Shoulders on a ball joint, they can go up more than 90 degrees, up, down, around, all that good stuff. There's no bicep cut. Single jointed elbows, they can go in about this far. They can rotate as well. Wrist can rotate, and it's hinged. She's got a ball joint up here that can barely do anything. Rotate from side to side just a hair, and in and out just a hair. Another ball joint down here. It can do a little bit more, but still not a lot. It can rotate a little bit, and in and out about that far. Legs, they can go out about this far. Really stretch this suit right now. That's going to limit how far they can go. Forward about that much. Back really not at all. They can swivel at the thigh a little bit as well. Single jointed knees, they can go back about that far. No rotation there. Her feet, they can go up and down. They can rotate. They can't really tilt or rock much. And one other thing I wanted to point out on the back here, I'm not sure how to explain this properly, but her butt looks kind of odd. This side it looks fine, but this side, kind of where the joint is because of material, you can really see it, and frankly, it doesn't look good on the red side. And here she is, standing in her apartment. And then, just a closer look at her apartment. This is my Harley Quinn shelf. She's got a mirror with the Joker, a funhouse mirror that'll distort her, place to do some makeup, some Harley Quinn logo in the background, the pizza monster, her little squirrel thing, a few Jack-in-the-Boxes, Harley Quinn head, some stands attached to the background, several of her accessories here, even have a black and red hat there, place to put her jackets, got her hyenas, Bud and Lou, her bed, some more Harley Quinn stuff, makeup areas, and I temporarily put the Mezco stand back there. I'll probably put a little higher behind everything. Next, let's check her out compared with some other action figures, starting off with some other Mezco figures. Here she is, next to the other Harley Quinn that Mezco has made. This is based off the movie Suicide Squad, and the classic Harley Quinn is much more up my alley. This is a classic rendition of a Batman villain, and I'm very happy they made her. There is an upcoming PX exclusive version of this. She looks a little more punk looking, head sort of halfway shaved. She should go good with the punk Joker. Here she is, next to all the different female Mezco figures that I have. And here she is, next to a couple Joker figures. Classic Joker and classic Harley Quinn, looking great next to each other. Then we've got this punk Joker on the right, next to the Suicide Squad Harley. They match up okay to each other, but the PX Harley is going to look really good with that Joker. Here she is, with a bunch of different Batman rogues they've made so far. With the upcoming Two-Face, KG Beast, and Mr. Freeze, we're going to be getting quite a collection soon. Here she is, next to my entire Mezco 1/12 collection. The next couple I'll be getting are going to be the PS exclusives of both the Supreme Knight Batman and Harley Quinn. Here she is with a bunch of Harley Quinn thugs. These are a bunch of custom-made henchmen based off the Harley Quinn thugs from Arkham City, Harley Quinn's Revenge, as well as Arkham Knight. And you can even see the tightened-up Harley Quinn thug there. Here she is, next to a few other figures that have sort of a Joker Harley Quinn theme to them. On the far left, we've got the DC Collectibles Doomsday Clock marionette figure. That was a Joker henchman in the Doomsday Clock series. Then we've got Harley Quinn. Next is a custom painted sort of Joker thug in Joker colors. And this is a zombie wrestling figure. I thought she'd be a great Joker henchman or possibly experiment. You can see her mouth is sort of cut off, removed, and this huge smile. Now let's check her out compared with some other action figure lines from different various companies to see how she fits in both scale and style wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix her with. Going to start off the comparisons with the larger lines and work our way smaller, and I'm going to include Harley Quinn figures as often as possible. Here she is with some DST or Diamond Select toys, and here she is with some McFarlane toys. Then with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles Harley Quinn figures, and here with some NECA figures. Then with some Mattel wrestling figures, and here she is next to some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse Harley Quinn figures, and with some Mafex figures. Then here she is next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends, and here she is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. Then here she is next to some Jazzwares figures. So overall, this figure is great. I love the fact that it's the classic Harley Quinn outfit. Mezco finally took that on. Her sculpted parts like her head and her face are great. Her cloth soft outfit is pretty nice for the most part. I do have a small issue with sort of her crotch area. The black part of her outfit is a lot tighter than the red one, so when you do the splits, move her legs, it stretches the red one out and just looks really weird. And also, their butt just looks bad in this, at least on the red side. Her accessories are just short of amazing. I love them all. I had no quality control issues with her. I read about some breakage reports, and I'm glad I have none to report. So overall, if I were to rate this figure, I think I'd give her a 7.5 out of 10. She's pretty nice, but just a couple of very small things holding her back. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have double joint knees and elbows, but I wasn't really expecting them. I figured they were going to reuse the Catwoman body, and I'm pretty sure they did. So this is D. Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D. Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.